Alrighty, YouTubes. Another one of Kip's Clips. So I'm having a quick wee chill on my cycle. I'm just right next to Clydebank, so I'm hardly in nature, but it's next to the canal, so it's not too shabby. But anyway, World War 3 is the Infowar. The word World War 3 even gets branded around as part of the Infowar now. Well, it's used as another tool to hype up the F.E.A.R, which makes the people more pliable. So if you don't want to take part in World War 3, don't take part. Alright, Truth Freeze, glad you're on it. I've done a good 10-15 minute cycle there, but nobody was joining. I was beginning to feel lonely. But anyway, I'm talking about World War 3 being the information war. God knows how long you could be here arguing semantics with people how long we've been in it, but there's no doubt we're in the thick of it now. World War 1. Aye, had the Brits had Department of War, and you declared war and all that stuff. But nowadays, it's not fought. But World War 3 is fought when we have a Department of Defence. So when you don't have a Department of War, there is no war. Get me? It's Orwellian as fuck. So if you think about the way World War 1 and World War 2 were classified, it was a lot easier to know you were at war. War was declared, the country was at war, and war was over after you defeated your enemy. World War 3 is perpetual war. World War 3 is just perpetual warfare, and I don't want to participate in any side. I don't know if you do. I don't want to participate in any side. Each side's job is to convince you they're the good guys and the other side are the bad guys. My argument is both sides are bad guys and I'm not wanting part of any of it. So alrighty everybody in the afternoon. Exactly mate, there are no good guys in war and I'm not participating in anybody's side, and the modern warfare is the information war. So I'm not participating in any side, or I'm striving not to participate in propagating any shit from anybody's side, telling anybody who to hate. Alright, Harog, how yous doing everybody? Stay tuned, I'll take yous for a wee cycle as well when I'm finished my refreshments. But what I'm talking about is World War 3 is just outside Clydebank. Yeah. Looking for food.
Oh, I wouldn't clap her, she's bogging.
Oh.
She's been rolling and everything possible.
She's been having fun?
Yeah. Come on, Minnie. She's black.
It's me warmed. Truth Freeze, it's not stay grounded with nature, it's just stay grounded with one's own reality. War will only exist if you listen to the television. if you listen to the TV, you get engrossed in the war because the television is dripping dead bodies, babies' bodies in front of you, left, right, and centre, and it's very hard not to get attached. It's very hard not to fall for the emotional attachment to that, for them to let them play your heartstrings. It's very hard, but doable. And if you do get exposed to any of that shit, it's not so much that you don't give a fuck about the dead babies or whatnot that you're getting exposed to. It's that you understand it's getting used as emotional blackmail and you don't want to participate. It's getting used in emotional blackmail by the BBC and whatnot to tell you who to hate. So I'm out. It's not about you guys. So nice wee place for a walk on an afternoon. So I'm going to get suited and booted and take yous for another wee cycle. Going to finish. Cheese and tomato sandwich. Keep Britain tidy. Put my smokes in my pocket. Zip that shit up. Have a wee refreshment. And feel free to ask me questions in the chat. I'll do a wee Q&A as a cycle. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. Could be a bit long, like an hour, I think. I'm up next to your work, Carog. You'll know where I'm, man. There's Clyde Bank, city centre, right behind us. So let me see, how can I do this? All sorted. I got a lovely wee bell as well. I'm just cycling along the canal. So, anybody that's just tuned in, is talking about World War 3 is the information war. World War 1 and World War 2, you had departments of war. They declared war and you knew you were at war. Now we have departments of defence that never declare war on anybody, while at the same time they're in perpetual war all over the world. So I'm cycling to the Highlands. If people want to think now, let me get by these people and I'll fully explain. I'll try and explain my attitude in this pursuit of selfishness stuff. Now, there's a song out there called God. The song's called God by John Lennon. And in that song, there's a big monologue. I don't believe in magic, I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in Beatles, I don't believe in Zimmerman, I don't believe in Elvis. And he's like, I was the daydreamer, but now he's just John, and he just believes in him and Yoko, and people believing in themselves, in essence, is selfish. But I tell you what, it sorts a lot of shit out. Unless you've got no confidence in yourself and you think you're inherently evil, why wouldn't you trust in yourself? Or believe in yourself? I don't know. I think everybody should trust and believe in themselves. Try and make their dreams happen. I mean, you can only be worried or not want to achieve your dreams if you think you're inherently bad or evil, or think your dreams are inherently bad or evil. Then my argument is most people's dreams are the same. I think anyway. Sit down people on an individual basis, all the identity politics aside, and most people's dreams are the same. Hey, we'll see how. Get a good wee stint, I think. Anybody know the time in the... Oh, fucking hell! Woo! It's a fucking barrage of midges. Better start getting used to that as the sun comes out, I tell you that much. Wonder if you can get midgie nets just for your mouth. I'm going to dig out my midgie nets, have them handy. Hey, a few more people have joined. Say hello in the chat so I know who's in watching. I'm talking about World War 3 being an information war. World War 1 and World War 2 were fought with departments of war. We no longer, oh, they're coming to get me, look, the news coming. World War 3. Oh, fuck. Swallow your midgie. Hey, all good protein. All good protein. Right. I need to concentrate here. Went for the green man. sorted. This is a roving reporter, man. Isn't it? Look at that, beautiful. But aye, what time is that? 5 o'clock. Then another 10, 20 minutes. And then turn around. Truth freeze, I'm not going in the water. But on other days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle up to Loch Lomond. Cheers. No question, there you go. What I'm going to do in some days, and I get up to speed, cycle up to Loch Lomond and go for a swim in Loch Lomond. Go for a swim in the loch. Beautiful to do that. Aye. I don't know, I think you'd be alright going in that canal. You probably wouldn't die, but it's not recommended, I don't think. I think further upstream, this way you actually see some people fishing and whatnot. Believe it or not. Now, just be out towards the Erskine Bridge. Heading out towards the Erskine Bridge. It's getting dinner time-ish, so I'll not be hungry for a while. The amount of beasties I'm eating, that's for fucking sure. God, man. Oh. Geez, are out in force. Midget eating fucking. Ugh. Fucking hell. There's a wee bird. Aye, upstream and this canal there is some fishing. I've not seen it going this far. It's up towards Poland and stuff. Camera was switching the other way. And how nice that comes across. across to the shop. I'm going to take these to Erskine Bridge, and I'm going to turn around, call it a day. Whew. Oh man, midges are out and breeding. Yeah. Oh. Well, anybody else still watching? I'll recap once more. Oh, the sun's in my back. It's going to be better. I think that's about better there. Well, I need a drink. So, World War I and II was fought with front lines, declarations of war, and declarations of surrender, meaning end of war. Sorry, it's a bit disgusting, but I need to do it. World War III is a different type of warfare. We're witnessing it just now. We're in it just now. When you witness the BBC UK column and all the, not all, most of it, of the so-called independent media and whatnot, they're all participating in the war. I can't believe that this way of verbalising it came from the BBC, but like the likes of Vanessa Beeley and all that say that they're anti-war. It would be more accurate, it would be said, to call them anti-West, anti-Western imperialism, pro-Assad, pro-Russia, because they're very much participating in the war. It's the likes of them. God, hold on, I'm trying to fix that and I can't seem to. It's. Oh, sorry, just getting a wee message through. But it's the likes of the alternative media who do offer the enemy a voice in the camp. And I'm not saying agree with any side, I'm saying don't agree with either side. Both of them are there to tell you who's good and who's bad, and who's killing for the right reason and who's killing for the wrong reason. And you can argue all day about who started it, so on and so forth. I've got my own opinions where you can trace this all back. The bigger, maturer, more adult thing to do is draw a line in the sand and go, right, look, I don't care who started it. I want to see who's going to finish it, who's going to end it, who's going to step up to the plate and find a solution that doesn't involve all the bloodshed and all the innocent people getting used as cannon fodder, propaganda fucking tools, used and abused, so on and so forth. And that's an attitude that I'm happy with. Rather than deep down known that you may be just propagating one side of the information or the other rather than actually genuinely following your true moral compass. And I've came to the conclusion that protesting is fruitless. All the opposition apparatus that is set up within the system, it's set up within the system by the system because the system is built and capable of dealing with it. And the tools that the system have got is basically like crisis management. If any real objections, any real scandals or anything really comes out, they deal with it. They find patsies, they find a secretary, they find somebody to pin it on, retire, move to the side, and the overall institutions and whatnot remain the same. And participating in the information war is participating in World War III. It's becoming a soldier for one side or the other. I mean, there's people here in the UK that like Trump just because of the information war out there. They think he's doing what's right because they've believed one side or the other rather than maybe having some true objectivity or trying to remain objective. Trying to remain objective while understanding the programming we're all subjected to. We must get with like-minded neighbour folks, Kips. I know, mate, but I wish that could happen. I can't find any community or anything that really I last more than 5 minutes with. I mean, a lot of the shit of Anonymous when they first came out resonated with me, but you go there and it's pissing competitions. Everybody wants to be the biggest, the baddest, the best. Anarchists, groups, there's hierarchies in that, you know, the deep down cool fucking real guys are real anarchists, you know what I mean? It's even the groups and whatnot on the interwebs that bounce up and materialise. It can get very, very, very culty very quickly. Ego competitions, people can't just be happy that they've came to their own conclusion. They have to try and prove that conclusion is the right one. And I can't be arsed with that. I will say my point of view, and people can argue or disagree with that and stuff. But and I will listen to other people's point of view. But what I won't do is argue points of view. Because arguing your point of view towards somebody is you trying to force it upon them. And I'm no longer want to participate in that shit. I'll happily speak my mind about all the bull crap I think and all that. And I'd like to think everybody just comes to their own conclusions. So, I don't know about you guys and girls. It's springtime, clearly like the sun's out. Get some vitamin D about you, man. I don't know, write a list of things you want to achieve, do, be, go, get, anything. Doesn't have to be fucking conquering the world. It can be just doing small little baby steps, small things. And try and not get caught up in the info war. Don't be a soldier in the info war. I think that's the message I'm trying to get out. I no longer want to be a soldier for anybody in the info war. Well, this has been going half an hour. Right, I'm going to You know what I'm going to do? Going to tweet like a bird. Oh, no agenda's on. Man. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you where I am. That up there, my friends, is the Erskine Bridge. Can never get that to unzoom. But anyway, I'll just do that. And then what I'm going to do is take these for a wee cycle. But I'm turning around. What bridge? It's the Erskine Bridge. Goes over the Clyde. Keep fit and healthy, kids. I need a mask though. The midges are out like nobody's business. And the midges are getting in my beard. Yeah, that looks alright. I wonder if I do that. Do that. Oh. There we go, man. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? So, just think of it in that, well, I don't know, this is the kind of context I think of it in, or beginning to verbalise it, which makes a lot of sense to me. Whether it makes sense to others, I don't know. World War I and World War II, Britain and America had departments and secretaries and whatnot of war. During this war, we have departments of defence. You can't have war when you've got a department of defence. So you don't have war. There's no way Britain could go to war because we have to get a war department. So there's people out there fighting for everything for your loyalty in the Infowar. And I'm arguing don't give it to any side. Either side. Every political movement is polarising. Every ism is polarising. And yet, you sit down with a spectrum of the whole of the world and you ask them about their hopes and dreams. Fuck, same shit. Absolute same shit. But we can't unite on that. We can't unite on everything that we agree on. There's morons out there who, through the want of controlling us, through dividing us, will divide us through the small things that don't matter. Like I had a scarf round his face to get rid of the midges. Sensible bad. I'm not in the bushes, mate. I'm on a wee sort of a bench. A couple of wee benches here. Sat down nicely on a nice wee bench. I don't know if he's watching the Infowars nightly news. Oh aye, mate, this is a beautiful cycle route. Constantly busy, I would argue. I've never been on it and not seen it busy. But I keep an eye on the conspiracy world for doing the Not Infowars nightly news. And you see, And I keep some of the... Well, I need to get a new black tyre. I keep an eye on some of the stranger, more out there folks. And you know, when I first got into the YouTubes, that's who I used to love. Hearing things you wouldn't hear elsewhere. Just like, oh wow, man, blow my mind. And I'd take it all on board and consider it. And I think I've came through the other side now where I more see a lot of us me included, at some points. I wouldn't say any more, but time will tell. Maybe I will think here at the moment as well. A lot like victims of the Infowar. I mean, just cannon fodder. They don't give a fuck if you go batshit fucking crazy, acting in ways that is not helpful to your own life because of a fucking Infowar fucking episode or something. They don't give a shit. But you should. Go and listen to John Lennon's song God. I mean, it's the most... Oh man, it's just beautiful. And that's another verbalisation of the feeling and meaning behind my meme of the pursuit of selfishness will save the world. Save your own reality. I mean, not all of life is shit. There is some really, really, really good stuff out there still. People can still have a really good life. It's not... The fuck was that? I think it was Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Cotton. Did you hear the Sasquatch fucking call? Make sure nobody's watching me. So, I stick a wee thumbs up, people. Share it if you're appreciating this bullcrap. Even if it is me just getting out of the house and sticking on the cam and having a wee chitty chat. Thanks for the thumbs up, dudes and dudettes. Nah, that was Sasquatch. That wasn't a bird, that was Sasquatch, definitely. You know, see if I sat like this, it'd probably be more beautiful because the sun's right in my face. Oh, do you know, I'm going to get a wee bit of sun about. Oh man, that feels lovely and warm in my... Oh, you know, it's the first time this year I think I've felt the warmth of the sun. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Oh. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. So Thursday, 4:20 tomorrow. Anybody doing anything for 4:20? Anybody getting stoned? I've got a nice wee day organised for tomorrow. Nice wee chilled session. I'm going down there to enjoy it. When the politicians bounce up, I'm fucking shutting down. Anyway, I'm going to get on my bike. Can you not just rock up in a public park and have a few dibbies with fellow smokers? You're not really meant to smoke weed where I'm from either. Right. My bum cheeks are beginning to get a wee bit sore. Right, on my bike time. Yeah, that was a big massive comment. See if I can need to stay on one side of this thing, you're likely to get ran over. Well, show you a wee bit where I'm cycling. I'm cycling from the Erskine Bridge back into Clydebank. You know what, folks? I'm going to get on my bike, stick the No Agenda show on, and get a good wee cycle on. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Thumbs it up, share it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully express some of the points I did. I know 40 minutes and all that, but I enjoyed it. It livens up a wee cycle anyway. Alright to YouTube's catchies.